Hi, beautiful souls. It's Robbie, and I just wanted to pop on today with kind of a word for you guys, which was based on epiphany I had earlier in a personal experience. And so, my thought for the day is: are you carrying resentment around with you? And how it hit me was I was at a grocery store earlier today, and as I was walking in, there was this woman who was standing in front of the individual carrying baskets, and she was just scrolling through her phone, not texting, just like scrolling. And so I was having a hard time getting the basket because she wouldn't move. And so I eventually was like contorting myself, like this way and bending down trying to get the basket. And I was like, wow, lady, okay. And so as I was going through the store, it didn't matter what I was on. It didn't matter what I was trying to get. This woman was there and standing in front of whatever I wanted, scrolling on her phone so that I couldn't get to what I needed. And it was so irritating. And my last encounter as I was leaving the store was this woman blocking the doorway as I was trying to leave. And so I got out to the car and I was just really, really irritated. And I sat there and I was like, okay, Rob, why are you so mad? And I took an assessment. Okay, are you hungry? Is it a hormonal thing? Or are you kind of bombarded by the lights and the noise? Because I'm an autistic person, and so environmental things like that can make me feel more agitated sometimes. And as I was sitting there talking to myself about why I was so unhappy, I kept hearing, you have a lot of resentment. I was like, resentment? Yeah, okay, I can see that. Why do I have resentment? And it was like I was hit with kind of a montage of things from elementary school up till now of things that random people had said and done to me, and stuff that had happened I had forgotten about. Some things that I was aware of, but I felt like I had forgiven the person. And I just realized how much resentment I keep stored, not just in my mind, but down in my body. And so as I encounter things, I'll feel like my chest pounding, or I get tight in my neck, or my stomach clenching, and a lot of other physical things that I've had to deal with over the years that I could not find any actual medical reason for, right? Just these recurring things. And so I was sitting there thinking, okay, resentment, why is this a thing? And I realized I have a limiting belief. I believe deep down, without being conscious of it, that people are out to get me. Now, is this a completely illogical, paranoid way of thinking? If you have a history of abuse or bullying, no, because there may have been a time when literally everybody was out to get you in your environment, or a lot of people were, or people that you trusted were, right? However, does this mean that for the rest of your life, every time you encounter any kind of obstruction or pushback or somebody not cooperating or any kind of an attitude, that person is actually consciously there out to get you? No, it doesn't. And so as I was sitting there thinking about this, I was like, wow, this low-key resentment and the underlying limiting belief that everybody's out to get me has actually influenced my interactions with people in so many ways, because I subconsciously approach situations wondering, what are you going to do to me? So I can go into a new job, and because I've had bad experiences with employers, wondering, okay, when are you going to do something? When is the other shoe going to fall? With a relationship, okay, what's going to happen in a few months when I'm invested? What are you going to do to me? What are you plotting about behind my back? And is this a healthy way to think? No. Is it a very normal and expected way to think for people who have navigated bullying and abuse? Absolutely. And so the reason I want to come on and share this today is because I feel that there are probably so many of us who do have this background, who are carrying this low-key resentment and this feeling of being possibly persecuted and a feeling of mistrust, and wondering, what is somebody going to do to me? What are you doing? Where are you coming from with this? And this can affect us in so many ways, because we're not just a body or a mind or a spirit. All these things are intertwined, and we're not separate in any of these ways. And if this sounds odd to you, just think about if you've ever had a cold or flu. you probably weren't in a good mood, right? Because you didn't feel good. And likewise, if you were having a stressful time, your body might have started feeling bad. If you are a spiritual person, you might have started having some doubts or questions around your faith or your spiritual practices, or wondering, are things working? And it's so, they all are intertwined and they all affect each other. And so if we are carrying around stored trauma in our bodies, this can cause us to react in the same way that we have reacted before, even if we feel, and maybe have actually mentally forgiven the perpetrators who've done whatever they've done, right? And so I am a root cause therapy practitioner, and the reason that I got into this modality and found this was because I knew already that even though I had done a lot of mental and emotional spiritual work, I just had a lot of physical stress and physical reactions to things that I couldn't stop. And I could try medications or different herbs or different healing modalities and talk therapy and exercise and all these things, but I wasn't getting a lot of movement with processing all of this and moving past it so it didn't recur. And if you are a survivor of abuse or bullying, and you are finding that you're having these patterns recur and you react the same way, and something happens and you feel like a clenching in your chest or in your stomach, or you carry neck tension or headaches or these kind of things, it could very well be, and is very likely probably, that you are actually carrying trauma energy stored in your body. So it's not even necessarily your mind, it's just down in your body that causes you to react in the same way. Now, this tendency is actually healthy in the right context. It's what teaches us that we don't want to put our hand on a stove because it burns and it hurts our body. It helps us to avoid danger. It becomes dysfunctional when we are experiencing it past the time of when the event took place, and it's being projected onto other things, and we've tried all kinds of things to work through it, and we can't get through it. Root cause therapy allows your mind and your body to access whatever the original event was that triggered that response in you, and to let you actually work through it and release it so it doesn't come up again. For a lot of us, we've had our own personal experiences that started this. For some of us, there's been trauma in our family for generations, and this was passed on to us with behaviors and lifestyles and kind of different ways of treating other people and interacting, maybe even being abusive to others. Sometimes it's internalized and passed on genetically in the expression of physical problems, right? So some of it doesn't just originate with us, it's kind of been handed down to us, and it's being perpetuated with us. I personally have just found root cause therapy to be very effective. It is a somatic processing that's accessible to everybody. It's you're completely in control of the experience. It's very safe and non-judgmental. And if you are wondering if maybe that would help you, maybe you've tried talk therapy, you've tried all these other things, and you're like, I don't want to feel this way anymore, and I don't know what to do, please get in touch with me. I am at innerpoweredlife.com. You can also find that in the links here on whatever platform you're seeing this. I would love to help you. I understand from my own journey, and even what I shared with you now, there are just things that come up that we need to work through in order to get to where we want to go, and just put it behind us and have just a better quality of experiencing the world around us. So anyway, I love you all, and I hope that you have a wonderfully blessed day. Again, you can get in touch with me at innerpoweredlife.com. I can also be emailed at robbiegean@innerpoweredlife.com. I will catch you soon. Bye. Anyway, I love you all, and I hope that you have a wonderfully blessed day. Again, you can get in touch with me at innerpoweredlife.com. I can also be emailed at robbiegean@innerpoweredlife.com. I will catch you soon. Bye. Anyway, I love you all, and I hope that you have a wonderfully blessed day. Again, you can get in touch with me at innerpoweredlife.com. I can also be emailed at robbiegean@innerpoweredlife.com. I will catch you soon. Bye. Anyway, I love you all, and I hope that you have a wonderfully blessed day. Again, you can get in touch with me at innerpoweredlife.com. I can also be emailed at robbiegean at innerpoweredlife.com. I will catch you soon. Bye.